When we try to get people to like us, we paradoxically do things that get us the results that's the opposite of what we actually truly want. When we want people to like what we're doing, at a core level, what we're actually seeking is belonging and acceptance. So if we're focused on objective measures outside of ourselves, what might happen is that we change ourselves in order to play that part. We start to abandon parts of ourselves that are authentic. We become less and less of our true self. And though we might gain approval, it's a false sense of approval. So, in Dr. Brene Brown's research, she found that the opposite of belonging is fitting in. So, here's where the paradox happens. When you are seeking approval from other people, if you change yourself in some way in order to increase that sense of approval, to be that person that you think they want you to be at the expense of yourself, inside, that often leads to more emptiness, more loneliness, and a reduced sense of belonging. So if you want to find the people where you truly belong and you have the authentic connection, the way to do that isn't to go out and to imagine what other people need from you, want from you, want you to be. It's to ground yourself and to really cultivate that relationship with yourself and to get as authentic as possible with yourself, to bring back those parts of yourself that you thought were unworthy, unlovable, to heal them. Societal messages and values often lead us astray from who we truly are. I've learned over time that my personal values don't align with many of the things that we are taught to want in our lives. So when that happens, if I start to subscribe to societal messages at the expense of myself, which is what I did, which is why this channel exists, because a lot of us do. And in order to heal from that, in order to find our way back home from ourselves, we need to first bring awareness to how these messages are misaligned and how that feels in our body, which we know like something's not right. I don't know what it is. And when I look around, I can't find the answers because we're pretty much swimming in the societal messages, which makes it harder to detach and see how they lead us astray. So if you're noticing that you are feeling shame over parts of yourself, you're feeling more lonely, even when surrounded by a lot of people. You're doing things in order to get engagement, but it feels like when you do it, there's this emptiness, this restlessness, this feeling inside that you just know something's not right. I would encourage you to take a step back and imagine if you were to not care what other people thought of you, if you were to really ground yourself in a why that is meaningful to you, if you were to express yourself in a way that just felt so authentic, what would that look like? And how does it compare to what you are doing now? Overall, what I hope that you take away from this video today is that it's often a paradox what we do when we are seeking approval from other people and what we truly want inside. So many of us will change ourselves in order to be who we think other people want us to be. And what we're really creating is a sense of belonging, but in seeking that by being who we think other people want us to be while abandoning parts of ourselves, we're getting the opposite of what we truly want. What that will feel like is more loneliness and shame towards parts of ourselves that we deem aren't going to be accepted by other people. In order to heal that, it's important to get self-awareness, to understand what parts of ourselves we're feeling shame and that we want to hide, investigate why that is, and work with a therapist, with a coach, with a friend, someone that can help you to heal your relationship with those parts of yourself that are authentically you, and then see where, when, and how you may be able to express that in an environment that feels safe and supported for you to do so. There are going to be places where you may not feel safe to express parts of yourself. And awareness and how that impacts you is information. Keeping ourselves safe is a top priority. And in order to live a full life and reduce some of the shame that we might experience when we are in groups where they may not value parts of our true authentic self, is finding those places where you can be your full self and that's celebrated and supported. In hearing this message today, I would love to hear what comes up for you. What are your experiences? What are your recommendations? What haven't I said that you wish I did? What questions do you have? And how can I best support you in living a life that's true to you? I can't wait to hear from you, and I'm so glad you're here.